All right, everybody. I do not have a co-host tonight. Hello, Miss Brooklyn Mahan. So I am hoping this is coming through loud and clear. I had a monkey with the microphone settings from last week or week before that were totally failing, and it looks like things are going okay here, but I cannot tell. So anybody out there, just let me know. Can you flipping hear me? Thank you, Rebel. Believe it or not, it was a stupid error. For some reason, in Windows itself, the microphone was down to less than 30%. But you have to go deep into the Windows settings to get there. So, yeah, no idea why this sound card was modified to 30% or less. It was. Life sucked. And that's why I had to use the other microphone. Thank God I had one handy. Let's see here. How's the zoom on this? This is just me. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Not too much. I want to get that stuff in the background there. Got some Halloween decorations there. Did not have a costume tonight. Um, our costume box is just so overflowed with kids' costumes that we need to go through this and get rid of all that crap. So we have some regular just us costumes we can easily go through. So tonight I do not have any co-hosts. Right now, Sean is working, and so is Brian Chaotic. So we are no guest hosts or permanent hosts, but I do have a link if anybody does want to show up and turn this into a conversation. So if you want to be part of the conversation, you're a regular streamer, you're got your camera nearby, you're bored, whatever it is, feel free to jump on. Yeah, Rebel, those are some pretty cool 3D prints. Matter of fact, I did a lot more for the what should we call it, the jack o' lantern contest that we have at the office. I don't think I have pictures of that. I may have to send myself some during the break and share that with you guys. It was a cool 3D printed. Let me do it really fast. What the heck? I'm going to send it to, I don't know, probably Rich Wadello. Ignore this, Rich Wadello. I'm just sending it to you so I can grab it really fast. You just, oh, no, I'm just going to send it right to that gaming show. So let's find this in Discord. Actually, I did have it in Discord, didn't I, guys? Wasn't that in, like, my general chat? Yeah, no, I didn't. Ha! Okay. Oh, yeah, it was. There we go. Somebody will find that, save it, and show it to you guys. All right, so if anybody wants to join, feel free. Otherwise, this will just be a one-man show. Let me go ahead and do a couple things. First, I want to go ahead and thank the supporters of the channel. Let me see if I can get that on stage here. Show a slide. Now, this slideshow was supposed to have cool animation and stuff, and it didn't. So let's just give shout outs to our level 1 supporters. Mike Hawk Hertz, High Scores on Tap, Goofyfoot, Tony C, Rich Wadello, Rebel 1, Papa Brad's Gaming, Jason Little Alien, My Family, Brain 50, VJinx 99, Neon Glitch, Retro Lizards Custom Arcade, Wagner's Tech Talk, and JJ. Normally would go ahead and show you guys the level 2 supporters, but somehow we have no level 2 supporters. They all just fell off and canceled. So I will be going ahead and redoing the levels. So now that there's nobody in level 2, I'm going to drop that down from $4.99 down to, I think, either $1.99 or $2.99 for people to support us. And yeah, and we'll change the perks around a little bit. So let me go ahead and see who's sitting here in chat. I have got JJ, Marine 50, Rebel 1, MSU Rich, Brooklyn Mahan, Bobby 1 ALU, Brooklyn Menace, Rascals Guitar and Gaming, whatever he is, and John J, and Saucy. So sorry if I'm going to be a little bit lax in throwing the, whatchamacallit, the chats up here. Maybe I should just have them just come up by themselves. I don't like that, though. So let's see here. JJ asked what Sean's dressing up for his Halloween. We don't know. Maybe he'll jump on here during the show. Again, he's working. Evening. We are going, having a good Tuesday so far. Big shout out to my daughter and my grandkids there. And my other daughter, if she's watching. Good. Glad the levels are working. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And like I said, yeah, those are some cool 3D prints back there. The skeleton isn't. That's a real decoration, but the other ones are 3D prints. Let me see if I drop the lights, if you can see the tea candles in those. There you go. So a little bit of flickery light going on in some of those 3D prints. And there's how you can join if you want to. Mr. Pumpkin Spice Head, yeah. You are welcome. I'm glad to be here. All right, almost done catching up here. Tough being a one-man band sometimes. Okay, I'm hearing my iPad. There we go. All right, I wonder what the hell I was hearing there. All right, we are through the night. Goofy Foot's been working nights also. Tonight will finally be done. Congrats, bro. Let me get this banner off of here, get that away. Let's see, what else did I have on my notes? We had no super chats last week. I am going to be accepting super chats. If anybody throws those, I will gladly take them going forward. I'm not. I do want us to still support Steve Sale and give back a smile. Jason, if you could go ahead and throw that up there on the chat. We're getting closer. I don't know if you've heard anything newer, Jason, than I spoke about last week, but there's a dentist, or surgeon, whatever, who's helping us out, helping Steve out by doing the procedure at cost, bringing things down dramatically. But there's still a big nut to get this done. I'll throw a number out there. Last I heard, just over 10K. So what I'm looking at doing here, and I've talked to a couple of YouTubers, is between now and December 3rd, when the surgery is scheduled for Steve Sale, is to have a telethon. Basically, several, 3, 4, 5, 6 streamers working together to go ahead and do back-to-back streams. And this is doable in YouTube, because YouTube has a way where we could redirect people from one stream to another one, as long as it's actually got a placeholder set up on YouTube. Very similar to how you do raids in Twitch, but it's kind of pre-set up in the streams. So looking to do that and to help raise as much money as we can. I'm also looking to probably do a 2 or 3 minute promo here, maybe a YouTube short. My wife wants to share it with some folks to see if she can get some more help. So that's what we're going to be doing. Stay tuned for when and where that happens and who's going to be involved. So far, I've talked to a couple of people, and I think they're interested. We just got to go ahead and see if we can pull it off. There we go. Thank you for putting it up there, Jason. Please consider a kind donation to help our friend Steve Sale get back his smile. Any donation is appreciated, and there is a link at the GoFundMe. So I don't know if that got tweaked to have the new number up there. Do you know if that's happened, Jason? I'm going to go ahead and try to find it. GoFundMe, give Steve back his smile. Okay, it does not look like we've changed the goal yet. So that is something I'll get with Michael B on and see if we're going to update that so that it reflects what's needed between now and then. All right, Marine 50, thank you for the shout out. I'll go ahead and have a big swig. Tonight is brought to you by Beast, and this is the Gnarly Grape. Cheers, everybody. All right. I'm not going to do everything that we normally do when I'm, bantering back and forth with the co-hosts. What is up, B. Kirby? Good to see you. Well, what did Marine 50 say about that super chat? Thanks for always keeping our Tuesdays full, and let's give Steve back his smile. Amen, brother. Amen. So, besides that, one of the topics I wanted to go over tonight was basically scary games. I've listed a few in my notes we'll talk about, but I want to hear from you guys in the chat. What are some of your favorite, they don't have to be scariest, but your favorite scary/horror games? So I kind of mix that up there. It's not just horror. It could be just anything that has jump scares in it, or something that has, scary monsters. I'm going to go over what I've been playing recently, what I've been watching, in case anybody wants to try some new movies and or TV shows. Let's see. Playing Mario Run. I finally, believe it or not, after how many years has Super Mario Run been on phones, finally beat all the levels. So I'm just got one character to unlock that I'm going to have to do a lot of grinding on, but that's what I'm going to do, man. Let's see. DRG in the house. Yep, man, we are including Steve Sale here for a spectacular Halloween. Hope to get him his smile back. Amen. Pavlov VR zombie attack, pretty freaking intense. A lot of the zombie games in VR are intense. Jackbox murder mysteries. Spooky. All right, what else have I been playing? I picked up Pokemon Legends Z-A or Z-A or Z-A, whatever they call it, for Switch 2. Different play mechanic on that compared to any previous Pokemon game I've played, so that is very interesting. I've been enjoying running from Jason in Fortnite. I heard about that. Let's see. I'm boning up on Mario Golf Super Rush. I haven't even gone through most of the adventure, so I'm back onto that. Luigi's Mansion 3, just a little bit of Mario-style horror that I'm playing. And recently switched over to a new app for doing guitar practice called the Gibson app. It's by the Gibson, it's made in conjunction with Gibson Guitar Company. And they recently have come on as a sponsor for my guitar content. So pretty soon I'll be talking about doing videos on the Gibson app and offering, they've custom done some promotions that I can offer to my viewers as well. I know this is the gaming show, but just letting you guys know there is a new sponsor for the channel, and they will be, I will be doing some promotions with them for the Gibson Guitar Learning app. All right, what else do we have down here? Oh, talked about that one, talked about that one, talked about that one. House of the Dead. Good. Squash playing in the ALU in the background. I put that up there based on some discussions in one of the Discords. Whose was that? That was P-Dubs. I was in the P-Dubs Discord. And so I actually played that a little bit before the show. So I also have it on the Dragon's Lair iArcade back there. And I used to be able to do that with that cool little, add-on board we put in there. Still play multiplayer. We have to try that sometime, guys. Terrifier game coming out on Steam November 5th. Okay, that is just a week and 1 day away. So, let's see. Before I go to the games that I've played that I thought were scary and were worth watching, I'm playing. Let's see. What have I been watching? Granddaughter is hooked on K-pop Demon Hunters. Many dads I know have said, Scott, have you seen it yet? Well, I sat down and watched it over a couple of nights, and darn it to heck, yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters is a pretty good anime. Enjoyable, especially if you like music at the same time. Wife and I watched Megan 2.0. Not so much spooky as the first one, but it was good adventure, good action. And here's a movie I do not recommend to anybody. The Substance. If you don't know what it is, it's some miracle drug that lets you be a young, better version of yourself, for a week, and blah, 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 blah. 12-year-old me loved the nudity in it, not going to lie. I probably would have watched it at least twice as a 12-year-old boy, but that movie just got off the rails in a very bad way. Really wish that I hadn't wasted my time on that, to be completely honest. TV-wise, Invasion season finale was good. Wife and I binged Day of the Jackal. I think is that Amazon Prime? I forget. I think it might be Prime. It might be Hulu. And then Bob's Burgers is back, and American Dad, I'm catching up. I'm on season 15 of 19. So boom, there goes what I've been watching. What else you guys have on your list before I go down mine on horror, scary video games? Could be PC-based, console, even handheld. didn't like trying to turn Megan face. You wouldn't let Jason be the camp counselor. Okay. The Substance sounds like the movie called The Stuff. I've never watched the movie called The Stuff. I'll have to look that up and see what that's all about. Let me see. Let me remove this from the studio. We're not going to use that anymore. But yeah, I, I'm just think the movie had so much potential that it didn't use. I thought there was a great moral that could happen in there, but no, we decided to let you assume the moral of the story and just go way, way, way off the deep end. Ju-on The Grudge, scariest game ever played. I recall Ju-on. That was the movie, right? Um, that was good. Didn't know there was a game of that. They are very different, and the substance. Wait, Brooklyn Menace, you thought the substance ruled? I got to know why, bro. I really have to. I mean, again, as immature, 12-year-old boy, TNA all over heckin' creation. Okay, there's, that beats Porky's in terms of TNA potential and any other scary movie from back in the day. Because obviously, 12-year-old boys watched horror movies because they knew somebody was getting naked. Released on the Wii. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about some games I had on my list. Rebel doesn't play horror games or watch horror movies. Yeah, I mean, there's some things I can't stomach on screen. For me, believe it or not, it's needles. Anytime, even like doctor shows or something, somebody puts a needle into a vein, and I know for a fact it's fake. I know it's the stupid little thing. When you put it in there, it goes up into the syringe. I know what's happening. Boobies. Okay. Wow. You own the UHD on the substance. Impressive. Does that mean no movie night for you on Friday, Rebel? Ooh. That's right. It's going to be spooky movie night for Halloween, huh? All right. So where were we? I jumped the track here. We talked about, things you can't stomach anymore, Rebel. Yeah, I can't do needles at all. However, I can watch somebody slice open a body from stem to stern with a knife because my brain knows it's fake. Now, I know that the needles in these movies are fake also, but I almost feel it happening, while I watch it. I've never been cut open from, here to there, besides a couple of surgeries, but never while I was awake. So watching that kind of stuff on TV doesn't bother me. I can watch hack and slash all day long, but God forbid you want to stick a needle into somebody. I cover my eyes and tell my wife to tell me, when is it over, please. Jason says, not top 5. Honorable mention in advance. Friday the 13th on Commodore 64. Going old school. Elm Street on the NES. Haunted House. Okay, it's a haunted house game, but I didn't find it very scary. And Eternal Darkness on the GameCube. I do recall that one. Rebel says 11 p.m. may be too late, but watching and joking with others, it may not bother him. All right. Toxic Avenger UHD and Jimmy and Stig's UHD, acquired by Brooklyn Menace. You're going for the whole UHD collection, aren't you? I think you are. Would love to have Rebel if he can make it. I might be able to make it. I'll see. Am I invited? I hope so. Faces of Death are fun to watch with the kids on Halloween night. I have watched some of those really, really, really bad movies. Was one of those but the movie where they actually cut the skull off of the live monkey. I forget which one that was. I laughed when there was a warning for smoking in shows and movies. Haunted House on 2600 is an awesome classic. Agreed. Everyone with love for haunted house. Nice. Saucy says we're all invited. 18 spots available in big screen VR. First come, first serve. All right, so what's on my list? The first one that came to mind, I was looking for something on a handheld platform, and believe it or not, there is a great game. I'm going to pull it up here and share it in a minute. Oh, I don't think I can share it. Bloody hell. Because I don't think the sound will come through because I don't have the mixer set up for that. I hate when I do that. Oh, no. When I share a Winder, I can go ahead and say take the sound if it's a tab. Bingo. Let's do this. All right, let's see if I can get this to go. Theater mode, good enough. This is a game called Dementium the Ward for the Nintendo DS back in the day, re-released for the 3DS as well as I think the Switch. And this is a game that was actually pitched as a Silent Hill game for the platform. So let's see if we can watch this. I'm going to turn down the volume a bit. This is the Switch trailer. So basically one of those that, the whole flashlight is the key. There's a lot you don't see and comes right out after you. But this, for a handheld, take it with you kind of game, was great at the time. Definitely a little creepy. So that was called Dementium the Ward. There later was a Dementium Ultimate or whatever it came out. Now some other ones. Half-Life. Primarily you'll think of Half-Life as a first-person shooter, yes, but the frigging monsters from the other dimension were really, really intense in that game. Prove me wrong, guys. And there was a lot of dark room, jump scare kind of things in that game. So that made my list. Another one that I played recently, and let's see what you guys think. The Last of Us Part 1. I've been playing Part 2, but Part 1 itself was had a lot of monsters, had a lot of stuff jumping out at you. So a lot of jump scares. And then it also, had a lot of those where you go from dark to light, flashing lights, seeing things. It was definitely, a good game for that. Let's see what we got here. Will I be getting the Xbox Rogue Ally X? No, it's a matter of where I'm spending my money right now. I've already got an Xbox. I've already got a way to play it in my house, actually away from my house, just streaming to one of my handheld devices. So I don't have a need for it. It's something that it would be money not well spent in my house. Speaking of money well spent, if you do see behind me over here, I did pick up something new last week. Let me go ahead and pick that up a little bit. What movie is this from, boys and girls? That, it does look like a Gretsch, doesn't it? But what movie would that Gibson ES345 be from? Yes, indeed, Jason. Back to the Future. To celebrate the 40th anniversary of the movie, or 40th anniversary of Back to the Future Day, I can't tell which. On the 21st of this month, a week ago today, they went ahead and sold 1,985 of those from Epiphone. That's a nod to, one of the years in the movie. Excuse me. And they made 88 of the Gibsons. Those sold for $1,000. I did not pay $1,000, but and then the Gibsons sold for $20,000. They went ahead and sold out in the UK before we woke up in the US, and before Gibson could actually send out the email at 11 a.m. Eastern time to say, hey, go check out these guitars. They were sold out everywhere. Gone. That one was selling for 2 to 3 times its price. Hey, RTX, within hours of it selling out. So I guess you can also consider that an investment at this point in a collectible, because it's worth, at this point, 4 to 5 times what I paid for it. So, and it plays awesome. No, I won't play it for you because I suck and I'm learning Johnny Be Good right now. That's what I need to learn how to play on that. Scariest game is Madison VR. Have not played that one. I'll check out the trailer. See, what else did I have on my list? Dead by Daylight. Good. It doesn't have as much jump scares to me, although, I've only played probably about 25, 30 hours of it. And then one game, let's see. I'll catch that in a second, DRG. One game I did not play, but I watched so many streams and can definitely attest to this being a great scary/horror game is Alan Wake 2. That was definitely a good game. Let's see here. Same guitar was played in the movie called The Shout with John Travolta. Great movie. Totally recommend it if you like rock and roll. I do. I'll check it out. Now, some history on that guitar. Okay, that's not the exact same one. It's a replica of what was in the movie. Gibson is still looking for the one from that movie. They let it get out of their sights. The second movie actually has a different guitar, because when they went to record the second movie, they could not find the first guitar they used. Michael J. Fox is kicking himself in the butt. Says, I wish I'd have known how iconic that guitar would have been. I would have kept it. And Gibson thinks the same thing. There's a reward out there to try to find that original guitar that was in the movie, because they want to, I guess, put inside the Gibson garage, their museum kind of place. So, hey, if you guys do know somebody who has the original guitar, there's a reward out there for it. Just saying. Go losttothefuture.com. Bingo. Has anyone set up Guitar Hero on an arcade cab set in vertical? I've never seen it. I've seen people play Guitar Hero games set up on cabs in horizontal mode, but not vertical. Brooklyn Menace says there are a few people that can get through Madison VR. The puzzles are crazy, and you have to figure them out while being scared to death. I saw a lot of puzzles in Alan Wake 2 as well when I was watching that get played. So that there were some people that I guess you could turn down the puzzle part of it, so it's less challenging puzzle-wise, but still scary. But some of the folks I watched stream it were definitely big on both the puzzles and the story and the scare factor. All right. So who else has some big names out there for horror games? And what are you gonna play anything this season? We got a couple of days left till Halloween. I've got on the iArcade back there, not very scary, but I do have the Donkey Kong Spooky Edition playing. Let's see. Don't have any other horror games behind me right now. I was going to put another one on the ALU Mini, but missed that. Whoa, did I miss Sean in the chat? How did I miss that? Ah, right up there. Yes. Madison VR, too scared to play it. And yes, as I did say, Sean was working tonight. He's got another hour. So trust me, we will be done by then. I'm not even sure I'm going to go a whole hour tonight, because talking by myself, I'm going to lose my voice. But hey, I do want to go ahead and give away a Steam game tonight. I already said that. So let me go ahead and pull up the StreamYard giveaway tool. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. And what am I giving away? Looks like I have got a code for Injustice Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition. So what is our hashtag going to be? Injustice. So if you are interested in winning this game, let me share that screen with us. Just go do hashtag Injustice, and I will draw that here in a couple of minutes. Let me see, do I have my timers on this thing? Timers, let's run I'll run a 2-minute timer because we're going to take a break soon after this giveaway. Nobody wants Injustice, Gods Among Us. Oh my gosh. I guess we all own it from multiple Humble Bundles and stuff like that. Hey, there we go. Way Too Fast For You is interested. So is JJ. What does Saucy say? Put my jack-o'-lantern head costume on for Dungeons of Eternity. Of course that counts, bro. I am not going to be playing tonight, RTX, so you guys have fun. I have the Midnight Walk for PSVR 2. Perfect game to play this week. Good choice. DRG saying that Sean's got a BA avatar. Yes, he does. Oh, yeah, speaking of jack-o'-lanterns, let me find the image for the one that I did. Totally 3D printed. Well, not the actual pumpkin itself. Let's not get carried away. I mean, the one back here is 3D printed. But let's see here. All right, so that was inside my Discord. There it is. Let's save that image. Put that there, and let's do the one that my wife did because I had some of that 3D printed as well. And let's see here. We still got 20 seconds left on the clock for the giveaway. Give it away, give it away, give it away now, we say. Okay, there's mine. And let's find my wife's jack-o'-lantern. All right, I heard the giveaway tool. Let's go ahead and give it away now. Hashtag Injustice. Only 4 entries so far. So you got a 25% chance of winning, guys. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. And Rebel 1 is the winner. Rebel, I will shoot you that link here after the show. Just give me a DM in Discord to remind me, please. All right, that's our one giveaway for the night. Cool, cool, cool. Back to what format? Not that one. This one. All right, get that away. So I was talking about the fact that I went ahead and did some 3D printing for some jack-o'-lanterns. Let's go ahead and take a look here. First one is my jack-o'-lantern. We entered these in a contest at work. So basically everything there was 3D printed with these little spikes that basically push it into the pumpkin. Let me go back here and catch what I missed. Multi-K, what's your... Okay. Multi-K Matt has one he made. Okay. Injustice 3 is where it's at. RTX is pinball only. Cool. Way too fast for you. Struggling tonight. What games to get from the At Games 50% off sale? Got some gift cards and stuff. Okay. Hey, James Hates Everything. Good to see you. All right. Yes, the e-store is closing starting in November. I think it's November 14th, if I remember correctly. One of these days somebody will have me on their show, or somebody will come on my show and interview me as to all the bad choices that At Games has been making recently, or for a while now. All right. A lot of hellos going on. Congrats to Rebel. Amen, brother. Like I said, just go ahead and shoot me a DM and I'll get that over to you. All right. So, what was the second jack-o'-lantern? This was one that my wife did. Well, what? Did I just hear another thing go off? Timer. See, not many times I've shot 18 and lost by 4 strokes. Did I get Fast and Furious Edition for the Switch or the PS5? I didn't get any of them, to tell you the truth. I was doing racing games for a long time. Spent way too much of my life in Asphalt 9, running at least 2 clubs. So I kind of backed away from racing games for a while because it was taking over my life. It is a cute pig bat thingy, isn't it? Loving it. Oh yeah, Bobby One. ALU, the e-store is closing. All purchases will be made on device, supposedly. Now, I don't know if that's pinball only or what, because if we think about it, the old ALUs, you can't buy on device. You have to buy it on e-store. So I don't know. I'll have to look to get some more information on it. I've been talking with some folks in the industry and don't know what that means. I think so, yeah. Like I was just saying, that's only you can purchase stuff. But then again, there's not much available anymore for the ALU on the e-store because most of the licenses were lost. I'll go there in a second. There's my wife's jack-o'-lantern. So I 3D printed the Louis Vuitton boots for her, and the mouth. So the lips were 3D printed for hers. Okay, strictly going on device purchases for the 4KP and the HDP. The new ALU CEHDs can also purchase on device, so that will be available. How will you be able to buy tables on the ALP Micro? Damn good question. I don't know. I mean, they're still selling those things, so you would think. But, yeah, most of you know I used to work for At Games, and I was let go. And, yeah, it was a lot of things happening at the time I was let go. What the heck is still making jiggling noises in my headphones? Asphalt is a badass racing game. Trust me. I was playing it way too much. I was grinding it with a controller that did macros. And then I was racing it and trying to stay up in the tournaments. And I was getting good at that game. I really flippin' was. I wouldn't say I was top 10, but I constantly did keep my club in the top 50, and I was usually able to do almost all the challenges after some practice. Driving around Forza 5 map. It is an enjoyable game. F&F Arcade, you can do everything possible in the game in one night. Well, then I don't want to play it. Yeah, no, I totally understand you there, Jason. I don't know, Sean. I just heard about it in the last couple of days that they were doing that, and I didn't ask the few people I know left over there as to what's going on. Still picked up the occasional Magic Pixel game on the ALP. Yep. Bobby, I can't give you my honest opinion because I'm pretty sure I'm still under some sort of NDA for at least a short while longer. But decisions being made or have been made in the past X amount of months just boggle my mind. Not the way that I would advise the company to be run or to run it myself. Don't put the pumpkin outside, Rascal, because if people know those boots are brand... Yeah, I mean, they're not real Louis Vuittons. Come on. All right. Anyone try that Pac-Man VR Horizon World? I didn't. I would assume that our boy Brooklyn Menace has because he's everything VR. So let me go ahead and take a quick break. I need to go ahead and get a refill. And then we'll be back to wrap up the last half hour or so of the show. Again, if anybody wants to pop on, I'll put the banner out there. You're welcome to join, and I'll go ahead and put that in the chat as well. Let's see here. Invite, copy, throw that in the comments really fast. Okay, Brooklyn Menace does not go in Horizon. Well, now I know. All right, let me hit the BRB, and I will be right back. All right, I hope that worked. Somehow I was able to get the browser and StreamYard to see my microphone and camera again. I think. Looks like it's coming through. Yep, I see it there. All right, what did I miss on the comments? Da 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 da. So yeah, okay, way too fast for you. I think they're trimming fat and cutting out the 3% credit card processor fees for the table purchase. Trust me, they're paying for it on device as well, so it's probably more than 3%. No, yeah, there are fees through the device. That much I know. I helped set that up. Don't know where the ads went, man. I hit ad and nothing happened, so don't know. Yeah, there goes my pay, no ads. Oh, that was me. Huh, never mind. Yes, if you do have premium, you don't get ads anywhere. I have premium and love it. Don't watch ads at all, and the YouTubers still do get money from people who've got premium. YouTube goes ahead, or Google pays the streamer for that. Oh, Marine 50 says you are premium in his eyes. Oh, that's me again. Hate when I do that. Yeah, bro. I don't know what it costs. Is it $10 a month nowadays or what? But totally love not watching ads on my stuff. So, Sean, what are your favorite spooky games? I know that there's a lot you can't play, but what were yours? I'm sure you've done a lot through the let's see here, Resident Evil franchise. I think you just finished playing, what was that? Silent Hill F is what it's called, which I just actually got on Steam. I'll be playing soon. Hey, maybe I'll play it at midnight on Halloween. Speaking this weekend, by the way, guys, if I'm correct, and usually I am, this is the weekend we turn our clocks back, fall back, and gain an hour. So 2 a.m., set your clocks back if not everything, is whatchamacallit, is automatic. Hey, it's going okay, chaotic. Holding the fort down. We keep hovering at 15 viewers now. We had 20 earlier, so yeah. YouTube Premium Lite is $8 and gives you no ads except on music streams. Okay, there you go. Credit card companies gonna get their cut regardless. They do. They do. They keep the story in for HD and selling hardware. Yeah, I agree. If they're gonna sell devices that need you to buy product and you can't buy it on device, then yeah, they've got to go ahead and still support the HDs at least. Crazy. Yeah, light ain't bad. Yep, Chaotic is working 7 days this week. The boys all told me today that they couldn't make it, so I was actually on the fence whether to do a solo show or not. 20 of you guys showed up. There's still 15 of you here, so I think I made the right choice. Switch to YouTube Premium Lite because Family Premium's $22.95 a month. Yeah, if you ever go look at all your subscription services, you'll be just, what the hell? So let me see. YouTube Premium. How much am I paying for that? YouTube Premium. I don't have the family on that one. And I can't. My domain is weird. It won't let me share those kind of things. Okay, so it says it's $13.99 a month for YouTube Premium, is what I'm seeing here. But that might be outdated. YouTube Premium, plans, pricing, and benefits. Premium Lite, there we go. Premium Lite, if you're wondering whether you need all of the premium features, Lite might be worth it. Budget friendly, only if you care about watching videos without ads. So it does not include ad-free music videos. YouTube Music Premium does not allow offline downloads or background play. So obviously those other features that I just listed, there's 4 features, are part of YouTube Premium for the extra, what did I say, $5 a month. So yes, that would be the difference. Okay. Good tip there, Jason. Everyone's digging it. What is up, Joel? And catch the replay tomorrow. We'll still be here, man. Happy Halloween. Tried it a few months ago. Stuck with it ever since. See, I do watch a lot of music videos on YouTube. So the full premium is a big deal for me. And I also do offline downloads, so I can watch things on my phone and tablet during travel. So, okay, anyone know what the Zen tables are going to be sold for after the Games price hike? I do not know, sir. Premium Lite. Lite doesn't have background play, which is nice. Okay. That's right, background play. Yeah, so that's a big difference too. Depends on where you want to spend it. $10 for single, $20 for premium is Bobby's guess. Yes, Rascal is solo tonight. Oh man, that's I'm sad for you, but I totally understand what you mean. Oh, um, Michael B., I did give a little bit of a kind of teaser that looking at running a telethon to help Steve Sale out. So I told the viewers we will get back to them on that as to how we're going to pull that one off. Um, Now, some of the things, by the way, this YouTube Premium Lite, it's only available in 5, 10, 15, about 25 countries. So there are plenty of places it's not available in. However, Michael B., the Game Genie, it is available in Canada. Just saying. So yeah, YouTube Premium. As much YouTube as I watch, it's definitely something. I I would get rid of Hulu before I got rid of YouTube Premium, to be honest with you. I wish they would go ahead and maybe take that out of our monies without the 30%. Like, take our super chats and let us pay for our own YouTube Premium without losing the 30%. I'll recommend that. All right. Anybody else? Scary games, favorite ones. Michael B. the Peony Genie. I'm not sure. I'm at a loss for words, actually, and that's strange. Ask my wife. She knows I can talk about anything forever. Oh, hey, back to the Future. Anybody who wants to watch the trilogy right now, you can only buy or rent it. But if you have Netflix, starting November 1st, the Back to the Future trilogy is back for not free, but included with your subscription viewing. So I definitely going to be watching it because, one, I need to learn Johnny Be Good, and I want to learn it on that because obviously that's one of the two songs that was played on in the movie. And I've always wanted to learn how to play Johnny Be Good. I mean, I could play the 12-bar blues all day long, but the rest of it, the solos, the fills and stuff is what I'm starting to learn. I've just been going over some video tutorials the last couple of nights. Haunting, Staring Poltergeist is a damn good one for Genesis. Not sure I know about that one. I may have to look that one up. See what else I didn't have anything else on the list, guys. So this might be a short show. I told Chaotic. He said I might be able to get on by 9:30. I said this might be over by 9:30. I don't know if I can go more than an hour solo. Get tickets to the original theaters this week. Yes, good point, Bobby 1ALU. But it's only the first one. So they're doing the 40th anniversary. Excuse me, for Back to the Future Part 1, or the first one, and that will hit theaters Thursday. I know Friday is where most of them hit it. Some are getting it Thursday, and I did see some listings over the weekend. So if you want to see Back to the Future in theaters, you can catch it starting this weekend. Don't know how much longer it's going to go on for, but yeah. First horror movie I remember seeing in the theater. I mean, does Jaws count as a horror movie? I mean, that is a really big-ass monster. It did scare the shit out of people. So let me know. Does Jaws count? If not, I would have to... In a movie theater. Wow. I mean, because most horror movies were rated R back in the day because we didn't have PG-13, it would have been, in my teenage years or something. I really don't know. Have I heard of the 1950s, 60s sold out 90s 10 rap AI covers? I have not. Decap Attack's another good one. Good music. Sean says he loves those. Okay. So yes, Jaws is the first one I saw in the theaters. Goofyfoot watched The Substance this weekend. I talked about that earlier, Goofyfoot. Would you recommend somebody to spend 2 hours of their life watching that movie? I want to know. Tell me, Goofyfoot. Should somebody spend 2 hours of their life watching that or watching paint dry? Well, paint with boobies dry. That's what we'll leave it there. Exorcist. Great movie. I think I saw that. No, I didn't. I saw that on TV. I saw lots of those on TV. So Rebel One says those are the most impressive content. I'll have to check those AI covers. 40th Anniversary Steelbook Collector's Edition goes on sale at Amazon on the 14th. Does come with a mini replica Gibson. Mine actually arrives tomorrow. And Shotgun Son would much rather watch paint with boobies dry. There we go. Speaking of Back to the Future content, I did order on Amazon the Lego DeLorean. I don't know if that's still available. Let me see if it is. Let me look at my orders. Arriving January 2nd. And it is still available for pre-order. $27.99 if you want to get the Lego Speed Champions Time Machine from Back to the Future. Even includes Doc Brown and Marty figures. Let me throw that on the screen. What the heck? Why not? Share a screen. So there it is. Still available on Amazon. Oh, look, it even goes into full hover mode. That's pretty badass, I'm not going to lie. So looking forward to that Lego set. Oh, correction, November 4th. Thank you. There have been a lot of Back to the Future stuff going on sale. Obviously, that guitar went on sale. The Gibson version for $20,000 had a lot of cool stuff, though. There's actually a flux capacitor inside the case. There's a the actual photograph of the fading siblings is in there that you can put on your guitar. So much stuff, but it was $20K, not happening. Wife basically lost her mind when I bought this one. I did not see the Goonies Lego set yet. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled for that one. Is it still available? But yeah, for Back to the Future, I think the Casio watch sold out yesterday almost instantly. What else has been going on sale? I know the book, but that's on a limited edition. But there are several other limited editions that are, not out yet. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that was being released for Back to the Future. I think, Sean, you shared a cool link on that with us in the Discord. There's JJ from DFW. JJ, I have to find out. Remind me what codes I owe you, and I'll make sure they get in here. Because I swore I gave everybody their codes, but hey, if I didn't, I didn't. Go ahead and tell me what games they were. I'll look back through my codes list and get them to you. Let's see. One-Eyed Willie's Lego set. What? Did not see it. If you're a fan of gore, would recommend it. Story and plot, no. Okay, so that's referring to the substance. Well, also, if you're a fan of boobies, don't discount the boobies in this film, Goofyfoot. Okay. Demi Moore looks great for her age. And then whoever is playing the younger character, everything's still where God put it. Just put it that way. And Jason is tempted on the Legos. All right. Yeah, JJ, I don't recall which ones I owed you. So please, please, please let me know which ones they were so I don't have to go back and watch my own videos, and I'll get you taken care of. All right. One more thing from Jason here. First horror movie was Jaws. Okay. The second horror movie where he got to sneak in with a friend instead of staying with parents was Halloween 3. I don't remember which of those I saw in theaters. I mean, so many horror movies I watched at home on HBO or something like that, or rented on video tape, VHS. I recall seeing, Phantasmagoria. That was, wow, that was very intense for as young as I was when I watched that. The Blob, yes. Oh, talking old school stuff. Okay. What else did I watch? VHS or HBO kind of stuff. You know, all the Omens, Damien Omen, blah, blah, those. Friday the 13th and Halloween's, definitely saw those on TV. And what's the other series? One with Pinhead. Come on, in the box. How am I not remembering that? Come on, guys. Return of the Living Dead. Awesome. Agreed. Yeah, what was the one with that crazy box and then you press the button and it opens the Hellraiser? Thank you. Don't know why I forgot that. But yes, lots of Hellraiser. Hellraiser 3 was good. Hellraiser 2, it was 2000? Was that the one that was in space? Or is that the one with the vampire? Um, no, I'm mixing up my Hellraisers with my Draculas. Pew. Silent Night, Deadly Night, that was fun. Oh, yes. Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2, and 3 is where I'll go on that. Lot of people in those movies, young actors. That was a good movie. It was. All right, 9:33. I thought this was going to make it for an hour, and I think I'm running out of steam, guys. I know we did a break at almost the 45-minute mark. I was trying to get that done at the half-hour mark, but things just kept running long. Let's see here. Evil Dead, good stuff. See, a lot of these things I've always watched on TV. Even, nowadays, I watch most of my horror on TV. For me, movies are more sci-fi or, superhero type movies, the Marvels, the DCs, even some of those I don't watch in theaters nowadays. 3 is great. One of the best theme songs, of course, Dream Warriors by Dokken. Evil Dead, always, brother. Took me super young, less than 8, to see Friday the 13th in 3D. Okay, I do think I saw that one. Don't remember which one. Definitely watch horror movies way too young. Poltergeist, great stuff. TV, definitely. Stop saying Bob's because there may be women in your chat or maybe watching. My daughters might be watching, so they know, and most of the world knows that all teenage boys were watching horror films just for that. Sci-fi horror with bits and great practical effects. Recommend Life Force. I'll have to see if I watched that one. Who stars in that one? Let's see, IMDb Life Force. From 1985, huh? Okay, I do recall that movie. Yeah. Don't recall any of the stars in it. But oh wow, Patrick Stewart was in there. Holy cow. Did not know. Oh, yeah. Was Nightmare on Elm Street 3 released in 3D? I didn't know if it was. I mean, most 3s were. Nightmare on Elm Street 3D. Let's see. First horror movie on TV, The Changeling. Yeah. Dawn, Day of the Dead. Rebel says it was back in 91 when he snuck into a theater too young to watch something. I don't know when Nightmare on Elm Street was. Or the third one. Okay, that's Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. That came out, let me see. That was 91. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare came out in 91. So that's the one you saw in the theaters. Was part of the Freddy Krueger films, and it was The Final Nightmare. All right, gang. Well, I am getting a wee bit on the tired part here. Like I said, running a solo show for me is basically an hour-long ordeal. Not ordeal, but that's my max, is where my energy level is. Tubi now has all episodes of the Freddy's Dead TV show. Cool. Keep him talking, everyone. Work is going by faster. Well, bro, I'm glad I can entertain you while you're at work. Freddy's Nightmares. There you go. All good, all good. Yep. Well, buddy, I wish you were here with me. It's again, conversations are much better with two people. Saucy says, but there is no Michael Myers. I do like the Michael Myers movies. Definitely good stuff. I mean, no one mentions Scream. Wasn't the first one or two or maybe three of those okay? I think they became more of a meme than they did, being really good movies after a while. But I thought the first couple had some intensity to them. Don't know how we went from games to movies, but hey, we did. It's horror all over the place. Drag Me to Hell and The Orphan were two that stand out for 2000. Yeah, Drag Me to Hell was intense. I mean, how about, yes, I was just going to say Tales from the Crypt. Those were great. The anthologies, good stuff like that, yeah. Amazing Stories, Tales from the Dark Side, yes. Very good point. Those anthologies were great. Tales from the Crypt, the series, to me, much better than Tales from the Crypt, the movie, but they tried their best. DRG says, all the Scream movies are great. I don't know if I've seen them all, but yeah, the original Scream, I think, is the one that, if you had to pick one, that would be it. If you had to say, out of all of them, you're only allowed to have one, I think that's it. I don't know, Michael B. Let's find out. Oh, you meant the movie. Sorry, I thought you were asking me a question. But yes, I am scared of the dark. Whoa, 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 whoa. When my camera tried to autofocus, that got weird. Totally weird. I don't remember the intro. I'll have to check that out. Put it on the list of things to watch for a few minutes between now and the end of the week. All right, gang. So I'm going to wrap it up. Go ahead and leave comments if you have any comments about the stream. Thumbs up on the way out if you liked it. If you are currently not a subscriber and want to see more of this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell. Get notifications of future content. I will be putting up some more content soon, both in the gaming and the guitar realm. And let's see, I got a couple reviews already partially done. Good night, brother. Yeah, Tales from the Crypt was great. Loved it, loved it, love it. Thank you very much, Jason. All right, guys. So thanks again for watching. Next week is going to be Gaming with Viewers because that's the first Tuesday of the month. Don't know what we're going to pick. I was thinking Rocket League the whole time because we had such a great time playing Rocket League earlier this month. Or is there a second game we want to add? Guys, please leave me comments inside this video to let me know, or on the Discord. What games should we play? I mean, this is Gaming with Viewers, not gaming between hosts. So we want to make sure that we're playing games that you guys want to play and watch. Thanks, DRG. Appreciate you. Of course, you'll be Gaming with Viewers. So, guys, just leave us a note what you want to play. Otherwise, it could just be all Rocket League all night long. Demio. I haven't played that. I've heard of it. I know what it's about, but I have not played it. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. I was struggling whether to do it or not tonight, but I'm glad I did. Wreckfest 2. Okay. I mean, is it going to be a freebie or not? I'll have to look into that. All right, gang, I'm going to go ahead and hit the outro music here so I can call it an early night. Thanks again for hanging with me here on That Gaming Show. And next week, I promise to at least have Sean. I may break that promise. We'll see. Sean, don't make me break that promise. And hopefully Chaotic can join us so we can all game together and have a blast. So you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week on That Gaming Show. Thanks a lot, guys.